Okay, so Minecraft sometimes doesn't work, so if there's a black screen, I'm gonna be really disappointed. Anyways, assuming it isn't, I've made something that looks very complicated and actually is very complicated and actually took me about an hour and a half to make. And I'm really proud of this. I think it's a very good invention. It's like a tank. It's not a tank. It's like the turret of a tank. You know, it's like some tanks have autoloaders, like many of the Russian tanks. This is an autoloader. That's all. It took me an hour and a half to make an autoloader. It sounds silly, but like I'm not going to show you the demonstration yet because I'm like that. But what happens is you press a button, ignites the TNT, and also sets off these three command blocks. This one pushes the TNT forward over there. This one creates a particle, and this one creates a sound for the particle that just looks like an explosion. Anyways, once that's done, you know what? I'll just demonstrate first. How beautiful was that? Let's get it from a different angle. This is a terrible angle. I just want to hear something. Listen. It's not playing. That's really sad. Okay, well, let's do it again. Also, there's a... Hold on. Boom. That's what it is, and that's also a great example to show you that this is truly an autoloader, because I did nothing but push a button a couple times. That bell signal, that like noise signals when the gun is ready to fire again. You can do it a little bit before, but like I would never trust anyone doing it a little bit before besides myself, because I don't want them blowing up an hour and a half worth of work. Admittedly, like half of this was spent just trying to brainstorm and come up with a way to do all this. The other half was spent actually building it. Anyways, when the TNT here disappears, it gets ignited and shot, sends a signal here. I've already gone over what these command blocks do. It'll go all the way here, and after a little delay, this one triggers this, which causes this to retract, bringing this block here. Now this block is crucial, and I'll tell you why in a second. Anyways, so when it's unloaded, this will get brought back. Another signal will be on a delay here, which will push this here, which means that this piston is now going to be here, and this piston is going to move this. These two won't be here, and then this piston will push this into there. And the problem I had was I would frequently ignite this TNT rather than push it, but I've solved that. Because this will get pushed into a signal, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, then too bad. So yeah, and then the signal also goes down here, which triggers a command block to summon TNT down there, and also triggers a piston to push the TNT up, and then also obviously there's a block update which causes this, which makes the bell noise. Sounds complicated, it is, but I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy that I was able to finally make it, because it took me a while, as you know. So yeah, look. Yeah, notice how this gets brought back when it needs to be loaded. That I think is really cool, and also it's really useful because sometimes when TNT gets ignited, I'll show you an example. When TNT gets ignited, notice how it's not always like it landed here rather than the center of the block. Like it moves a little bit. If I'm unlucky in the TNT, if this wasn't here, then if I got unlucky when shooting this thing, the TNT could have gone like somewhere here, and instead of getting propelled, it'll just nothing will happen because it'll get stopped by this, and then my entire contraption will blow up. So this needs to be here, but also this being here would mean that this autoloader wouldn't even work because it'd try shoving this into there. I can't exactly ignite this, can I? So yeah, gets pulled back to allow it to load, and then when it's loaded, pushes it back into place like it is now. I'll give a more top-down example. So it gets shot. Wait, I'm moving too much. I was doing too much funky stuff with my camera. Hold on. Watch. This thing triggering the second time doesn't do anything. I don't know how to make it not happen though, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Because I found a workaround, which is just putting this on overlay. Because that activating a second time would cause some of this to ignite sometimes, annoyingly. Because the signal would come around to here, igniting the TNT, because it'd have nothing to push into. Anyways, these two obsidian pieces are really useful. This one, not so much anymore. This one used to be useful, because I used to have there being a constant stream of TNT being produced. And it'd only stop once the piston would stop, which is why this was here, to stop the piston down there. And then this one's also really useful because then when this activates the second time, it will not push everything out of the way that way. As from the front, it looks kind of silly. I did not mean to just save an instant replay. You've got your sight there, I guess. You've got a lot of it exposed. And you've got the actual shot. Oh, like the barrel, sorry. The barrel is really stubby. But I can extend it. Like, there's no limit to the size this barrel can be. I mean, there is a limit. If it's too long, then the TNT will just stop inside. But even if it did stop inside because the barrel was too long, it wouldn't cause any significant damage to any of this. It'd just destroy the barrel over there. Increasing the barrel in normal tanks, increasing the length of the barrel makes the shot travel further. In this, it doesn't. However, I can make it so it does, but not really. I can just kind of change this. If I make this like 5 or something, this is gonna fly. Yeah, that's more like a real tank. And then obviously, if I make the barrel stubby again because of what I said before, it's because there's friction, obviously, it's rubbing against that. Oh, that wasn't actually much different, probably because it doesn't have enough time to fall. Anyways, yeah, that's the autoloader. I'm not planning on making this look good. This is just going to be here, because if I make it look good, then I'm covering the beautiful internals, quote-unquote internals, they're mostly externals. But yeah, that's the autoloader. I'm very proud of it. Thank you for spending like 10 minutes watching this. I appreciate it. Okay, goodbye.